Hi, it's JamesAmimalHarrison. It's time for Thursday Thoughts, and today we're going to talk about a drummer that influenced me quite a bit when I was young, a drummer named Neil Smith, who played with Alice Cooper back in the, I guess, the late 60s, but I didn't really know who he was till more of the early 70s. Alice Cooper had several hits that I'm 18, Under My Wheels and stuff like that, and I just really kind of liked those songs. And of course, being a drummer, I always gravitated to the drum parts and whatnot. However, the first album I ever bought was the one called $1 Billion Babies, maybe 1974 or somewhere in that area. And like I said, School's Out and all that had already been out and everything, but the first album I bought was $1 Billion Babies, and I love that album. And you know, for me, first off, Neil Smith kind of played some things again that were a little bit different, but a lot of things that I felt like I could relate to. Nothing that seemed so difficult that it was, you know, beyond my comprehension. But even though some of it was simplistic, it fit the music really well. And he took some left turns. There were times when he'd ride on the tom instead of riding on a hi-hat or cymbal. And you know, Alice Cooper, for the most part, any of the music he did back then was never straight ahead anyway. So it was interesting to listen to what he did. Eventually, I saw a picture one time of a cool drum set that was very similar to what Nigel Olsson played at the time, which was he had this triangle of toms above each double bass drum, and then like a couple of floor toms too. It was a massive kit. Of course, I was just in awe by it and everything like that. You know, after that album, I can't remember what the next one was by Alice Cooper, but I don't remember being that into it. But I remember the Welcome to My Nightmare album came out after that, and that was a big, huge album, did very well and stuff like that. And it was great and stuff, but it wasn't Neil Smith to me. It seemed a little bit more contrived or straight ahead type drumming versus a little bit of the style that Neil played with Alice Cooper. So you know, I kind of missed that flavor that he had in his playing with Alice Cooper. Now Alice Cooper's gone on to have fantastic drummers play with him all the time and everything. So I'm not downplaying any of the drummers. In fact, the drummer he has right now, Glenn Sobel, is just amazing. But I'm just saying that for me as a young kid, Neil Smith really struck a chord with me. So if you get a chance to go back and check out some of the really, really old Alice Cooper stuff, it's pretty cool. And Neil Smith was definitely an influence. I don't have a lot to say other than, you know, like I said, he did some things that were just kind of unique. And everything back at that era was a little bit more, I don't know, I guess unique to the musicians in the band versus everything became a little bit more, I don't know if the right word is controlled, but possibly controlled and contrived and everything like that eventually. And not that it wasn't good music, it's just that it, you know, almost more of a formula in a way compared to the early 70s. So anyway, Neil Smith, look him up, some cool pictures of drum sets and everything, and to me, a great drummer. So there you go.